Peace to all the Virgos out there. Salute to OC the Great. Today, OC the Great birthday. Revolutionary God. I put his platform in the description section so you can check out his content. It's all about black. We black first. Be one. You know, I want to say something. So when all of this controversy has started with me, when I decided to speak out, and I was, I guess I wasn't knowing the playing field. I wasn't understanding the playing field, right? Because we think that we just have our freedom of speech, and that when you exercise your First Amendment, that means that your freedom of speech really is free. Oh no, that shit gonna cost you something, right? And so from all of the experience that I had within the criminal justice system and coming home to speak out in these spaces that want us all to speak out to get the more funding for their programs and their organizations, right? All of that stuff come with a price. What they're doing is they're exploiting you, and they're advertising you. They're marketing you in a way that you don't really understand, right? And so at the time, I was dealing with a lot of the trauma that came with the backlash, because it's not enough to go through it. You are a human being, so you're going to feel that feeling that they want you to feel. And I didn't really understand it. I was just experiencing it and not understanding how people was going in and out of my car, planting shit in my car. And I had reached out to OC the Great, who has a revolutionary channel where he interviews some of the most revolutionary people, leaders, organizations, Grandmaster Jay, people from the New York, New Black Panther Party, you know, Fred Hampton Gun Club, just a whole bunch of national and local black leaders that is about uplifting the black community, educating the black community, doing things to change the oppression that we face within the black community as it exists historically and still presently today. There's a war on us. There's been a war waged on us, whether you know it or you don't. And a lot of times you don't know it because you don't want to know it, because you're participating in part of the privilege that they give you, the American dream that is really a nightmare. But anyway, I wanted to just say happy birthday and salute to OC the Great. Let them know that a lot of people in the community got mad love for you. You know what I'm saying? We got mad love for you. We got mad love for what you do. Shout out to Brother Nazir as well. You know, there's a lot of revolutionary brothers and sisters doing a lot of things. And, you know, you hosted me on your channel. You tried to uplift my work. A lot of people didn't understand, because at the time I was just understanding. But I'm putting out more content, exposing this rugged, raw industry, philanthropy, right? Philanthropy is the industry that hired me as a tokenism, but I didn't understand it was tokenism. I thought that when I had got my bachelor's degree, that actually meant something, that it meant that my criminal justice record would not be looked at more than what I had done currently. You know what I'm saying? As my criminal record is just because I didn't snitch on somebody who actually didn't get caught, and that's the person that they really wanted. So they made me take the fall. It's written in black and white. The DA said, and the judge said, she's going to take the fall. So that's a whole nother story. But my case in and of itself is unique. And then with women experience inside the penitentiary, inside of the criminal and justice system, the American criminal slavery system, with women and men experience is significant. But women experience something different based on the gender difference, right? Where they're shackled while pregnant, where they have to ask officers for sanitary pads because they're holding them. They're gatekeeping pads that we need every month. We got to ask them for it. And sometimes, you know, they want you to have a conversation with them, be up in their face and all of this, because they suffer from low self-esteem because they're trapped and locked up too. You know, I spoke about a lot of things. I'm going to put the videos at the end of this video if you want to check out the video. But it's men like OC the Great, who's a great leader and a great role model to the rest of the community about what we should be doing with each other, sharing each other work and uplifting each other work, and not worrying about whether I'm homosexual or not, or lesbian or not, or LGBTQ plus or not, or in that community that you know, people like Dr. Umar Johnson, who we love and respect so much, but he would call us the militia gang, the Rainbow Army. And we attach all these names to us, starting to separate us from us. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, what OC the Great highlighted is that we black first. And he highlighted the fact that I was a part of a organization that happened to be filled with LGBTQ+. However, I wasn't reaping those same benefits. Why? Because I don't call myself a he, him. I don't consider myself no they, them. I don't consider myself no she, they, them. No, I'm just a she and a her. Okay? And I'm not transgender. And I'm not interested in being transgender. But shout out to all the transgenders who are transgender. I don't think that we should be taking a group of people and making a mockery of them by saying they're a part of an agenda. And then treating them as if they're other than human beings, because at the end of the day, if they are a part of an agenda, then they're victims of that agenda. So why treat them as if they're starting something that they're actually probably a part of, which a lot of people are consciously a part of, and then there's a lot of us who are not consciously a part of, or a lot of them rather, okay? And so being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I understand what it's like to not feel a part of society, to be outcasted by society in that kind of way, because I grew up in a time where it wasn't okay to be lesbian and gay. Society didn't accept that, so people wasn't so open and as expressive that they are today. And still we have to deal with a lot of bullshit from our own community, because even though we black first, people don't treat us like we black first. And while I'm sitting here fighting for black rights, black people rights, colored people rights, indigenous people rights, you know, I don't have the community fighting for me in the same way. So what OC the Great did at the time was highlight a situation that was going on with me and gave truth to it by showing that this is what black activists go through when they speak out. They start tormenting them. It's called domestic terrorism. They start terrorizing them. And he went to another extent to bring me on his channel and allow me to speak within, they wasn't allowing me to speak. And I could go back on his channel at any time. But I just wanted to say happy birthday. Salute to you. There'll be follow-ups, even though they're following us and monitoring and surveilling us and all that. You know what I'm saying? The things they doing with the phone, I don't still have the same number that I did. I have to constantly change my number because they're constantly stalking me through my phone and everywhere else. But it's all gonna come to an end, and we're gonna strategize together. Just like you said, brother, we gotta strategize together, because there's a war on us, and it ain't getting no better. It's only getting worse because there's so much self-hate in the community. Like Grandmaster Jay said a long time ago, we gotta lose the self-hate, right? So anyway, I just want to big you up, and I ask everybody that's following me and that fuck with me to check out the brother OC the Great's platform. I put it in the description. Today's his birthday. He asking people for donations. Hit up his Cash App, because it takes a lot to do videos, to edit videos, and a lot of time and energy out your day to get this information to the people. So please help his channel grow and keep going. He's kind of like on some journalist stuff. So, you know, we start off being local, and then we can skyrocket once we could get our hands on some real funding. All right. So there's more to come. Salute to everybody, and definitely salute to everybody who follow Puzzle. Like and share this video if you find it relevant. All right. Peace, power, leadership. 1.